Welcome to my channel. This is Divine Tarot 1111 and I'm going to be bringing you your Pisces, I want to say November, your Pisces weekly love reading from October 27 to the 3rd of October. I think it's the 3rd. The week dates is below. Okay, we're just going to have a look at your overall energy, Pisces, for this week in love, in regards to love. Thank you, Spirit. Wow, we have the Lovers card come up. So this is for couples, singles, and if you're not partnered, this is or looking for love, this can relate to family, friends, and people that are new or surrounding you in your life that you have a connection to in some way. Okay. So what I'm picking up from this is number 6. This is the Balance card. I think you guys are going to be feeling really beautifully harmonized, I'm going to say, with you and your partner. I see some social events, going out, enjoying each other, having some dates, maybe having some date nights, date days, reigniting your passion again. We have what's crossing it is the 8 of Wands. So there may be some communication between you and your partner, significant other, husband, wife, that needs to be discussed, and there may be some loving messages coming forward. This is my internet card. This is texting, tweeting, emailing, etc. Okay, so you may be getting messages from your lover, from somebody new I'm getting here as well, that's going to like ignite a passion inside of you, someone that's going to really spark your interest, is the saying I'm getting here. So let's go on with this one. Okay, Pisces, we have the Son of Pentacles, which is the Knight of Pentacles. It's the slowest moving knight in the deck. So Spirit's advising you, especially if you're meeting somebody new, to go forward slowly with this connection. There is things you don't know, is things you can't see, and being drawn to the moon here above the reindeer's head here. Okay, so there's things that are not seen quite yet. Okay, if you are in a new relationship, if you are exploring other avenues. Okay, so if you are exploring new, I'm also getting same-sex relationships here. You have to move forward slowly if you're meeting a new person this week, Pisces. Okay, move really slowly, and just keep your guard up as well. Not is all as it seems for those of you who are single. For those of you who are coupled, I'm feeling a really great sense of urgency. I'm hearing the word urgency in regards to communicating really well. What's behind you is the 9 of Swords. There may be something you have worried about, Pisces, with you and your relationship in the past few months. I'm going to say 2 months, and that's behind you. I think any communication has been actioned that you needed to do, and you can move forward now and putting this behind you, and lessons learned here, I'm going to say. Okay, so your strengths, Pisces, for this week. Okay, beautiful. We have your card. So we have the High Priestess here. This is going to be a very major strength of yours, this major arcana card for this week, of really using your intuition to know, I'm going to say, when to say things and when is the right time and place to have a conversation with your partner regarding anything you need to talk about, anything at all. Okay, stand back and be a little guarded this week. If this conversation can be had at another time, especially if it gets heated. We have the 5 of Wands, I wanted to say. So we don't want any conflict, do we, Pisces? The 8 of Wands being here, whatever conversations that are coming in, they could be heated. We have the fire element here, and also lightning. So just careful with your words. Use your time that you need to speak and time that you don't need, that you shouldn't be speaking. Okay, so but your strength is definitely using your intuition to be able to pull that off. We have what's coming towards you is the 4 of Swords. For some of you, you may be taking a break in your relationship, a separation, or you must just be saying to your partner, you know, I need a little bit of time alone at this time. You know, you go and do your see the boys or see the girls, and I need to just spend some time in solitude. Okay, so don't be afraid to say that. And this may be tied up with any conversations you may be having, to be able to be deep in thought and really think about, you know, how to proceed with any conversation you may have. I'm also getting you may have to have a conversation with your partner regarding somebody else, either in the family unit or in a social circle. Okay. I'm going to clarify this Son of Pentacles. I like to clarify court cards at the end of the reading. Spirit's advice is the Five of Swords. Yeah, so this is more communication and action. So just be very careful with your words. I think if you have an argument this week with your significant other, or, you know, with your lover, with your husband, with your wife, I don't think anything's going to come of it, especially if it gets heated. It's like no one's going to win the war, you know. So just be very, very careful and guarded. You are going from a Four of Swords here to the next card of Five. So I think that, I think that things are going to get better. We have the Eight of Cups here. If there is a problem with any relationship regarding fighting, bickering, things that you know you both need to talk about, but you're sort of pushing under the carpet, this is not the best week, I'm going to say, Pisces, to bring anything up. And you need to know that emotionally, if there's problems with you guys, with your emotions, or things are a little stale or stagnant, things are going to get better, okay? But you need time and reflection. You need some time in solitude, Pisces, this week, if you're partnered, to step back a little and to really think about how things are affecting you, especially emotionally, okay? Oh, too many cards. In the hopes and fears position, we have the Magician. So you just want, you want everything to be okay, okay? I think especially if you're coupled, you have the, you have quite a solid foundation. We have the Magician card here. You may be dealing with a Virgo, for some of you. We may be dealing with a Gemini also. I didn't mention that with the Lovers card here. But I think overall, with your hopes and fears, you're hoping for the best. You're seeing the best in your relationship. You're seeing the love that shines through the darkness. I'm going to say that, okay? I haven't actually seen that in this card before so much in that, as that saying goes, but you're seeing the light that shines through the dark, from the darkness. And you realise that you all have, we all have good and bad in us. So, if your partner is saying something or doing something that you don't necessarily agree with, or is not ethically, okay, I'm going to say ethically, what you would do or say, we need to realise there's always good, there's good and bad in everybody, and there's a shadow side to everybody. So you're just hoping that this too shall pass, and it will, Pisces, okay? But again, I'm referring to this Four of Swords here. Some time alone to think about your communication, Pisces, and how you're going to move forward with that with your partner would be very, very good. And I want to say substantial, but that's not the word I wanted to say. It would sustain something in the future then. And the way you want to go forward in your relationship. Some healing is required here for somebody out there, okay? And spending time alone to be alone in your thoughts about, especially if there's an issue in your relationship, would be very good at this time. And the outcome play spirit for Pisces, we have the Judgment card. Okay, so for some of you, second chances are coming along. It may be with somebody new that you've known, but the new, okay. For singles, it could be somebody you've known from the past, okay? And you're having a second chance. A second chance is coming around towards the end of this week or into November. Spirit, for those of you who are coupled, I feel that Spirit is really shining a beautiful light on this relationship, on this marriage, maybe if it's a marriage. And it's divinely guiding both of you to rise and to change, because our relationships change all the time, okay? So this is the number 20, which is 2. You may be dealing with a twin flame relationship here. And Spirit, the Divine, is guarding and protecting this relationship for those of you who are coupled. So we all go through good times, we all go through bad times, as long as we get through the other side together with more clarity about where we're going forward and what path we're taking. Okay, that's what I'm getting there. Bottom of the deck is the Seven of Pentacles. So this is growing. This is definitely growing, learning this week in your relationships, learning what pushes each other's buttons. I'm going to say that. So and this may not be somebody new. This may be someone you've been with for years. But like I said, we change on a constant basis, and it's the most difficult thing is especially living with someone, changing together, and if we can't change together, accepting each other for who we are in this time frame in our life. Okay, so I'm going to pull a oracle card from the Crazy Sexy Love deck. Just one, please, Spirit, for some advice for you guys for this week. I'm really being drawn to that purple card. If I see it again, too many cards. Yeah, it came out. Okay, there it is. Confidence. Now this peacock is a male, okay, so for those of you males out there, this may refer to having the confidence to, for those of you who are single, it doesn't have to be male, but having the confidence to, you know, go out there and show yourself to the world, show how much love you have, show how much beautiful qualities you have. That's what I'm seeing with this card, that you are available and that you are ready for love and that you are worthy of somebody's love and they are worthy of yours. That's the most important key here. The back of this card says it takes courage to put your butt on the line and go for it, and the best way to strengthen your confidence is to put yourself out there. Okay, who cares about what other people think? That's what I never care about what anyone else thinks. Okay, you need to do what's best for yourself. Everyone starts somewhere. Don't worry about making mistakes. You can always course correct, but you'll never know or grow unless you try. So this also relates to communication with your partner if you are married or partnered this week. You know, communication is, you know, if you do have this conversation, for those of you who are having issues in your relationship and you make the mistake of saying something or doing something you shouldn't have done or they do, you can always course correct. So this is all about lessons. Okay, you'll never know or grow unless you try, and the more you do, the more confident and successful you'll become. When you shine, we're all inspired to do the same. Okay, when you shine. It's the Magician card here. So it's not the best time to have a very important conversation this week, Pisces. I will say that because I did, you know, the whole reading was pretty much based on that. But for those of you out there who are lacking in confidence in your relationship, I think this card is for those who need to hear that. And that's there also. Thank you for watching, liking and subscribing. I'll see you next week for your next week's reading.